Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadowtoys Photography. Today we'll be reviewing the Joytoy Warhammer 40K Grey Knights. Now, I know this is something a little different that I don't usually review, but I did just get into Warhammer last year, actually, 2022. So here we are, and getting into the Joytoy figures. I'm liking them a lot better than the actual game pieces, honestly. Now, it is, if you're unfamiliar with Warhammer, it came out in 1985, I believe, and it's just got the biggest lore, expansive lore out of anything ever created. Basically, anything from 1985 up has been inspired by Warhammer. I've had some kind of Warhammer inspiration. I mean, you could see right away the like Gears of War, the Fifth Element's in there, you know, those aliens, the Halo, big guys there, like so much inspired by you name it. And Joytoy, the little figurines are excellent, and Joytoy took the captures them so perfectly with these. Here, let's bring him up close. He is missing his top flag book part, but they give you the option to remove it, and I like it just a lot better without it. I like them more plain. I haven't really found my faction yet, but all the factions out there, there's so many. There's like, correct me if I'm wrong, 100, if not more, almost 100, around 100, and each one of them has their own planets and stories and backstory. It's like, imagine like the vastness of Star Wars, and just every planet and just every race, everything gets a so much in-depth detail. It's like these figures. But yeah, enough about lore. Let's go into the figure himself here. The big, bulky, armored figure. These are 1/18th scale, so that means they're around 3 3/4 inch, but technically some of these are a lot bigger. They're more closer to maybe 4 to 5 inches, and some of them, the big vehicles and mechs, they go up to 12 inches. So then I hear they're making ones, the big behemoths, they're going to be like 3 feet. So they're pretty scaled pretty accurately, which is very nice. There, my background here, he's having trouble standing, but yeah, I mean, he's just, I'll take a look at his weapon. I mean, there's just, all right, we'll have to go through the detail a little slower now. We'll start with the head and we'll work our way, because there's just so much on him. Like, just grooves in there, painted, the eyes are painted beautifully. Skull banner. I'm still learning a lot of what exactly all these mean, but I know these are seals against the chaos and the evil and the demons. They fight demons, orcs, Egyptian terminators, just other, just everything and everything. It's just really cool, really cool. And I've always known of Warhammer, you know, just haven't been, didn't want to get into it because I knew how expansive it is, but they finally grabbed me, and I love how the blue effect looks like that's like lit up, like it's a power hammer, you know what I mean? But yeah, try to resist, and finally I saw something, I was like, oh wow, that looks like Gears of War. Oh wow, that, you know, and then it just kind of, like I said at the beginning of this video, just it's got grenades there, his armor just snowballed. Steel. This is the Grey Knights. As you can see, they're the big brutes. They got the big guns on the side there, and just beautiful articulation, which we'll get into. And he moves pretty well for a big guy. Glory Imperator. Champion Knight. Just excellent. Excellent. I don't know if it's my lighting or if it's the figure, but I feel like there's like a blue hue coming through on some of that. But yeah, just crazy cool. And they're not too badly priced either. Very fairly priced. Compared to other figures this size, they're about, it depends on where you get them. Some figures run from, I've seen them go, it varies, you know, this figure, and also depends on where you get it. You know, this figure can go for, you know, $50 to $65 up to, I've seen them up to $80. So it varies on where you get it and the size, and missed that. There's just so many details. And it just varies on just what you get with it. So they run from, the cheapest I've seen them is $25 a figure. And they're the true, you know, 3 3/4 inch. And then anything kind of upwards from there starts to rise in price. And so like $25 all the way up to, geez, $200 for some of the big 12-inch monster mechs, which I do have one, and I am getting like into it. This is, I'll bring out a few of them, but they're just crazy. But we'll get into articulation because I'm talking a little bit too much. But here's head. Despite it being confined in there, like, you get unbelievable range. Decent up. I mean, he's not looking, I mean, fair amount down. I mean, if that's up, that's down. So that's, I mean, not super great, but it moves. Shoulder articulation, you can kind of see in there. And they have butterflies. You see that little mechanism? It's excellent. On such a big figure, holding such a big weapon, like, look at that crossbody. Like, look at that. And I reviewed other figures that don't have butterfly, and this is just another example on how they're needed. And again, keep in mind, this is not 6-inch scale. This is 12-inch scale. This is like one of the small scales. I mean, not the smallest, but in the main collecting realms. Oh, articulation, that's where we're going. I'm sorry, I'm just keep enjoying. Bicep swivel. He's got all the perfect articulation points that you need. He does have double, but the wires here kind of pull to a point, so, you know, that without stressing it anymore, that's how much you can get. But it can, literally, the joint is made to move farther than that. You might be able to show, I know this one has a thing too, but yeah, you can see that kind of. But at the same time, that's kind of cool that it moves with it. I mean, maybe if they made it a little bigger, I don't know how much it would have stuck out, but I mean, there is, because these are pretty accurate to the miniature pieces that are like an inch big. And, you know, when you translate something bigger or to something else, sometimes things, you know, don't work out or do. And, you know, and like I said, the little figures, they don't really move, very little articulation, but they do have articulation, some of the little ones, which is great. But the wrist is just like on a ball joint. And he comes with fists, couple hands, another one of these, and that's pretty much it. And the hammer, of course. But yeah, he gets in and out. I like the bullet joint there, wrist. Instead of the normal like hinge, swivel. Oh, so many names. He's got upper and lower ab crunch, and at the waist and the chest, and he's got like a sword knife thing there, and that's pretty hard. I mean, it's a little soft, but it's on more on the hard side. Not like these are a little softer. But yeah, and then the rest, so he gets a really good bend when he uses both. Really good bend, side to side, and he can hold his position, you know. He can hold the axe up, or the mace rather, forward, and it's not sagging, doesn't need help. You know, it is, yeah, it's a little bit hollow inside, so it is pretty light, and that's just perfect. So you can get the swing. Like, whoa, yeah, that is sweet. Whoosh. Joytoy did an excellent job. And you can get them pretty much any retailer, honestly. Anybody out there, online retailers, overseas retailers. Lots of people carry Warhammer. I definitely suggest, or don't unless you want to get sucked into a rabbit hole like me. But yeah, so you can get his gun hand up. Continue articulation. Get one, just try one and see if you like it. But the problem is you probably will and will want to get more, and you'll fall into a hole and you'll end up having a small army already, like I have. So, but yeah, he's got that other ball in there. Yeah, nice. And this has got a hinge. Yes, for such a big guy, he moves pretty well. Yeah, no, I do recommend trying one out. Try one out. You don't like it, no big deal. No harm, no foul, but definitely better than the other versions out there. This is definitely tops. Let's do some comparisons and take a look at some other Warhammer figures. Just to get him nice and straight. There we go. Let's get in the Chaos guy. You saw, if you've been watching my channel, you saw in the subscriber celebration video. Put in the Chaos. I'm not a Chaos Warrior, but it's all like Hero Quest inspired. They got the butterflies too, so they can really. This guy comes with a sword. It's a little out of reach, but cool gun, cross guard. It gives him a 5th element as well. Is that a ratchet in there? Yeah, it's a ratchet. I could feel it like, yeah, nice. Chainmail in there, my goodness. So well painted, just can't complain. Let's get him next to him. See, the same like Terminator classes. I mix some of my lore up because there's just so much lore, and like I said, it's inspired by so much. It's like, oh yeah, Chaos Warrior. No, wait, that's not it. It's Terminator, Chaos Terminator versus Grey Knight Terminator. Like I said, 85, but no, Terminator came out in the 1980, 1970, something, late 70s, early 80s. So, and Terminator 2 was definitely 92. So, around that time. Yeah, I'm going on and on. But yeah, here's some Terminators. But yeah, they look great. And let's bring in a regular Ultramarine here, who may not fit because the background here. This is, well, not really a regular Ultramarine either. This is a kind of a heavy intercessor. So they're around, yeah, they're around the same size, height-wise, anyways. But they don't, these guys seem a lot, I mean, they are a lot bulkier than this guy, but he's, this guy's no joke either. Comes with a big gun, strap, clip comes out, like, it's just, they're just so unbelievable. As you can see, I'm like getting into, fell in a hole, Joytoy's hole here, but they're really nice. They're really nice. I mean, they're worth it. Their quality. I don't know, I was looking for something different and kind of went backwards, you know, something that's always been here. Look at how perfectly painted that is. I have a couple more guys to show. Let's kind of move some of these guys out. Man, just really enjoying this Warhammer thing. Taking my time with it because, like I said, there's so much. Try not to knock anyone else over here. Here's a regular intercessor. Okay, now he's a lot smaller. He's more, sorry, this is a little uneven, but there we go. As you can see, the big, heavy versus the normal size guys. And these guys are, you've seen these guys before. When you think of Warhammer, like me anyway, you've seen this blue helmet, big marine, soldier guy who, yeah, really messes thing up. Really messes stuff up. Just great articulation. Just cannot complain at all. These are just so fantastic. Ultramarines. Look how great paint. Like, that's just so well done. So well done. Yeah, I definitely need to collect some more. I have the, let me see if I can say this right. It's almost like you have to learn Latin, old school Latin, or Greek. It's like everything mixed into this. It's the Adepta Sororitas Sisters of Battle. Have them pre-ordered. Oh man, they look sweet. The Tau, I have them pre-ordered as well. Oh yeah, I forgot his knife comes out. I believe it's removable. Oh yeah. Get up close and personal. They do have Orc out. I'm gonna wait till they get more different some different orcs, more of the brawlers with the weapons, or any of the more vehicles. Oh man, I do have the buggy on pre-order, so hopefully that comes. But I hear they're gonna do the Rhino tank for the Ultramarines. I can't wait for that. You know what it is? I'm looking for something that has vehicles, a lot of vehicles, and just a lot to it, because there's a lot of, as you know from this channel, 6-inch line figures out there, and a lot of 3 3/4 inch. But other than like Star Wars and other than Joytoy has definitely delivered the vehicles, but I definitely want vehicles for Warhammer. I really like the aesthetic. I mean, they just look so amazing, as you can see. You know, I'm really really having a good time with these. Surprising. It's like, oh no, I like them a lot. Joytoy did an excellent job. I can't wait to get more. Yeah, so the sisters, I got to pre-order the Necrons. I see there's so many that's coming, so many. Got to be picky, but you can be. You know, that's what's great about it. It isn't something where you can collect them all, or you can, you know, pick which ones you like and make an army. See, I got like 3 or 4 already. I do have a few more, but yeah, it's a lot to get through. So hope you enjoyed this different look here at Joytoy's Warhammer 40,000, year 40,000. Really, really cool. All right, see us out, Terminator.